Guys, today we will be looking at the Nimzo Indian defense. Uh, Many different variations are possible in this opening, which is popular in modern practice. We shall deal with the two continuations, the Huebner variation and the central variation. So as you can see, now the Nimzo Indian defense, here we'll see the Huebner variation. The game was a predecessor of the Huebner variation, and here bishop takes c3. An exchange on c3 is an introduction to black's plan of blockade, and after b takes c3, now d6, knight d2 and b6, knight b3 and e5. The position of black's pawns is typical in this variation. White's bishop pair is of little importance here because the position is blocked. It is important that white cannot easily open play due to his doubled pawns. Now f4, e4, bishop e2, queen d7, an interesting maneuver which is intended to restrict mobility of the white kingside pawns, and black stands well here. And let's just see another line. After bishop takes c3 check, b takes c3 and d6. This line was introduced and successfully employed by Huebner in the beginning of 70s. The point is that black does not hurry to define his king position. Now e4, e5, d5, bishop knight e7, g3, h6, knight h4, g5, knight g2, queen a5, queen b3, bishop h3, short castle, long castle. A typical situation, white can hardly prepare a breakthrough. A long maneuvering is to follow. Now rook b1, queen c7, f3, king b8, rook f2, rook h g8, knight e3, bishop c8, and now king f1, rook d f8, king e1, rook knight e8, knight f5, knight takes f5, e takes f5 and f6. Now g4, rook h8, bishop e3, h5, bishop f1, rook f7, h3, queen d7, king d2, knight c7, a4, rook e7, rook e1, knight a8, a5, queen d8, queen a3, rook h7, rook b1 and b6, and now bishop d3. Now rook b7, a takes b6, knight takes b6, rook a1 and queen h8, and then now king c2, hg4, bishop d7, and queen a2, rook h2, king d2, rook takes f2 check, and bishop takes f2, queen h2, king e2, knight a4, queen d2, and bishop e8, rook b1, rook takes b1, bishop takes b1, queen f4, bishop d3, queen takes d2 check, king takes d2, knight b6, king c1, bishop a4, bishop c2, bishop d7, bishop d3, king c7, king d2, rook c8, king b3, bishop a6, and bishop to e3, knight takes d5, and black wins here. It's played between Naidov and Huebner in vacancy 1971. So okay guys, I'll be meeting you in the next game. Thank you all.